Sick.
I still feel like you should just throw a titty out there just for, you know.
I think you should have titty right on the camera.
I think you should have got them titties up.
Are we live?
We are live.
Oh. Well, hello, people. We're talking about titties.
Titty.
Titty.
Trying to. We thought Odie was gonna put them on the glass, but I guess not.
Yeah, we thought Odie was gonna put them on the glass for us, but she didn't. So
I mean,
I'm not here. The Ronas took too much away from me. Okay?
Right, the Rona, look, niggas, okay, motherfuckers just here.
I'm not here for the fake out, okay?
Doing nothing
so y'all
exciting.
Know what it is? What up, people? What y'all doing? How y'all doing? We love y'all. We miss y'all. But also, this is Nikki Blue, aka. Bitch, just call me hot and ready at this point.
She said $5 and it might come with a 2 liter.
Hot and ready, bitch. Little Caesars. Okay?
She said a good $5 and it might come with a 2 liter. Head ass. Okay?
Oh, no.
Bitch, right.
I understand it though. I totally understand it. And this is always, good people, Candid Christian. The non-flaky flamboyant frenzy because, you know, bitch got smooth skin nowadays. Girl, sweetheart, the patron saint of 7 Mile in the Archdiocese of 7 Van Dyke. It is. Look at your girl, Chris Jones, aka Motor City Peach.
I thought we weren't doing intros until I got on the camera. I hate y'all.
We saving the best for last.
Guess what? Listen, how can you going? This is Nikki Blue, aka.
We got him for days. Keep going, Britt.
Second wife.
Who's second wife?
Your daddy's favorite second wife.
Oh my
God. It's so silly.
Let's see. It's Chris Jones, aka your sister probably won't like me, but your daddy will. Your daddy for sure gonna like me.
I'm not making daddy jokes. Fuck you.
I'm at the age where I can have you or your pappy. Tread lightly.
Right? Listen, I could be a very young wife or a very great sugar mama at this point.
Wait a minute. I could probably be a Splendor mama.
Nikki Blue, aka your daddy's midlife crisis. Okay.
Woo!
You hear me? Listen.
Chris Jones, aka your Splendor mama. I ain't got sugar mama. Splendor. We gonna go with Splendor. That's all I got.
Stop.
What?
Stop.
What?
Just stop.
What? You're not gonna call my name like I'm in. Ooh, Chitty.
I'm trying to fuck with you. Please shut up. Please shut up.
Put the titties online again.
Listen, she is granddaddy at the top, titty mama at the bottom.
Woo!
Yes.
What's your cash app, girl? Fuck is your cash app? I'm gonna see you something.
Girl, send me your cash app, girl.
I'm gonna see you a little token. What's your cash app?
But you gotta send your AARP back to me though, okay?
I'm not going to.
Granny.
Not today.
Cheers, y'all. Cheers. Because, oh my God.
All right. So, y'all already know. It's been another amazing week. We got better Wi-Fi, so no interruptions. And as you can see, or as you might not be able to see, we are going live from Paper, Pen, and Pencil this week. And also the last 2 episodes, week 1 and week 2, are up on YouTube in our link in bio, which sounds so amazing to say. But yeah, so we ready. So
who is this fine ass girl at the bottom?
that little sexy thing with the knee. Oh, look at the knee. Let me.
That little sexy
Give me
thing with
the knee. Give me.
I'm at the bottom of y'all. I'm at the top of y'all.
Well, you at the bottom of ours. Let me. Give me your knee. Give me. Let me. Girl, let me lick your kneecap, girl. Bring your kneecap over here. Your kneecap.
Are you listening?
Bring your
It's
kneecap.
Margaret.
I want your kneecap.
What is it? God, are you there? It's Margaret or some shit?
It's
I just want to.
some. Are you there? Is me Margaret?
Yes,
It's me, Margaret.
It's me, Margaret.
Right?
Asking for new friends this time, Lord.
No. Father said, Nah, I'm straight.
Y'all done had like 25 drops. I ain't got nothing interesting. I ain't fucking on nobody.
Well, you gotta come on with it.
Ain't nobody fucking on nobody. That's the point. We making jokes. We just making shit up.
First of all, by the end of all this, it's gonna be a boom. We need to talk about that after these drops. This is your girl Odie Blue, your favorite hefty bag of sunshine, the mustache bedazzler, and I don't know, man, a living houseplant.
That'll do. Sounds good.
Yeah, let's just go on and jump right into the sonic boom of bullshit that is going to be outside when it open back up. It's gonna be a whole wretched ass mess. Okay?
Hey, we're gonna catch one of them.
Gonna be trying to fuck on everything they see and do everything that they think they want to do and drink as much as they think they can possibly drink. Because who knows? YOLO, you only get one life. We could be back in. I could have died from the Ronas. We could be back on restriction tomorrow. Like, people gonna act a goddamn fool.
Hey, we're gonna catch one of them $17.42 flights down to Atlanta for the nigga opening on Friday. You know they opening up Atlanta on Friday.
Listen, they gonna open up motherfucking Atlanta and kill a bunch of people because everybody gonna flood down there untested. One of
the first things they said they opening is bowling alleys. Now you know they trying to kill some niggas.
When y'all get back, cause ain't no way in hell.
Georgia said they ain't killing enough niggas. Oh, we ain't killing enough niggas.
Georgia say, so it wasn't enough niggas dying?
Gonna come down here to pop ass and go to a day party. You know they gonna do it.
That which is why I'm telling you, even when it open up, you already know it's some nigga right now. Spirit Airlines is going off the hook because they like, ooh, guess what? Georgia gonna be open Friday. It's gonna be Freaknik, the Corona version.
Me, nigga, look, I'm be watching the antics from Instagram Live. Like,
I'm like,
I hate y'all.
I'm just saying they're gonna be cutting a fucking up, okay?
They gonna cut the fuck up, and then everybody down there gonna get sick.
Absolutely.
Between Florida and Cali, did y'all see that? I'm pretty much just surfing Twitter at this point. So there is a skate park in Cali, and they dumped sand in the skate park, and I reposted it. I was like, yeah, Cali talking about set show ass down because ain't nobody talking that shit. Go back in the house.
They said, we ain't crazy. They thought they was gonna be skating. They said, shut your goofy ass down. All right, what's y'all song picks for the week? Nope.
No, I gotta go look mine back up.
What's your song pick? Ooh. I'm gonna go ahead with mine. I got mine already. Mine is Courtside Division featuring, who's that, Jessie Reyes? That's the shit.
You listen to the Division album?
Yes. You don't? Oh!
I know I'm gonna get some heat off of that, but I don't. Them and Party Next Door or Party Down the Street because it's Corona. Party around the block. I don't.
You did not.
I'm gonna say I didn't like it either.
Ah!
Thank you.
Y'all listen to the recent one, right? The one that just came.
Like I didn't hate it.
I like the cover art.
I didn't hate it. I just was like I listened to it for a minute and I was like, all right. And
did you get into it though?
It didn't strike me.
Dog.
It didn't.
Her album grabbed me from the first second. Like, it was great. I fucked with it.
I don't listen to Jessie Reyes either.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I tried the Division album on for size, and I might have to, like, go back and listen to more songs, but it was just like...
Just let it ride through. It's a story. You gotta listen to it.
They ain't missing nothing, sis.
It don't... The voices don't do nothing.
They do it to the lyrics, though. Okay, I give it to you. The songs don't grab me, but did anybody listen to the lyrics and the story that was being told and stuff? No? Nobody?
The first track sent me, so I was gone.
Oh, so it sent
you. Oh, it made you feel a sort of way.
No, it sent her as in she turned the shit off.
Oh, yeah.
Sent me away from my phone to stop listening to it. That's where it's
that's kind of where on that too. But I'm always willing. I trust your taste in music, so I'm always willing to go back and give her another listen.
Thank you. You have to listen to it from a storytelling ear. Like, it tells a great story. That's why I like Courtside. I was like, okay. And I'll be honest, I'm not the most biggest fan of Jessie Reyes' voice. I don't too much like her. It's okay, but sometimes it's only so much of it I can listen to.
You're a Janae Echo.
Fair, yeah.
I don't like Janae's.
I can't listen to Janae too long either. I'll be honest. Like, but I can listen to Janae longer than like that. Just like it's just maybe a song and a half. I'm like,
is it because she goes into all of those different sounds? Like
maybe the wine kind of. To put it this way, that's how I know it was a good song. And I was really paying attention to what the song was saying, because at the song I'd be like, okay, all right, and I'd have had to turn it off. But no, yeah. So y'all did y'all get in? Speaking of song, any song picks, ladies?
I do. My song for the week is Caribou, You and I.
Never heard that.
Probably not. Don't even. It's okay. Caribou is. No, you listen to a lot of stuff, so you might have heard it.
I feel like it sounds familiar.
It's like alternative ridiculousness. I think I'm on that kick right now. I'm also rebuilding playlists because I got my Apple Music back up. So it's kind of a love song, but not really a love song. I have it in my feels playlist.
You got to drop me that one. Let me see if it's. I gotta see if it's a feels song. You got to drop me that one. You have to drop me that one.
The beat drops. It's like really, really smooth. It's like, oh yeah, oh, you're walking down a boardwalk or some shit. And by the way, bitch, you're feeling. That's where it is. The beat drops.
I would like to hear that song. Like, I want to hear that. I want to hear that song.
Is that song? Is that song?
Yeah, I think so. Let me see. This one. It's like you're walking down the boardwalk, and the drop is like. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but I'm trying to go to the drop. Ends up dropping right there. And goes back to being really serene. So it's like
it doubled back.
Like, oh no, don't be in your feelings. But by the way, bitch, you in your feelings.
Like okay.
Between that and listening to I think Childish Gambino, I'm super late on listening to his album. Most of the album is pretty much filler for me, but there's one song in particular. It sounds like Meg Thee Stallion. That kind of did it for me for the week.
But I was gonna say something else
I'm gonna have to go listen to Childish Gambino. I still haven't listened to it, and I don't think it's like a matter of like not caring. I definitely care about it. I just been focused on some other shit at the moment, and that he doesn't fit into the soundtrack of my life at the moment.
Well, so what is your song for the week then, dear? Since you focused on some other things.
So we know I've been rocking with that Jessie Reyes album pretty hard, like the whole thing, really. But another song that I'm fucking with is this song "Can I" with Drake and Beyonce.
Can I?
It's from
Drake
right. I'm sitting there like
yeah, like it's a song that nobody really know, but Drake made this song and Beyonce is on the hook doing the hook, and she just talking. And she like, "Can I, baby?" Before we turn the lights off, and he like, "Tell me who the fuck you want to be." Can I? Like that shit is
Now I gotta listen to it. It's on Drake's project.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's on. What project is that? The one where he got the covers, the neon sign. It's on one of the more recent ones. But if you just put it in there, Can I? It's gonna come up. It's him and Beyonce, and I was like, I fuck with the beat, Drake always got a emotional ass message, but it's
All
more
emotional light skinned ass.
yeah, like, but it's not even about I better find the love. It's more like,
don't come for me.
Can I be honest with you at this point? Can I be honest with you? Tell me what you actually want from me. Can I be honest with you? And what you actually want from this? Tell me what you want from this.
So you gotta do that before we jump into bed. Like, can we just talk about after?
It's more on some real shit type. Like we've been fucking. Fucking ain't even a point no more.
Cool. Can we do that after we bust this nut?
Certainly.
Hey.
Certainly.
Yeah. Can I? Yes, you can. When we done busting. When I wake up.
For anyone watching, tuning in, it's on the Care Package album, dropped 2019, and it's the last song, so you know it's the most emotional.
Cause Drake.
Drake. But it's not as whiny as the other ones. You know what I'm saying?
So he just bathe. He not real light skinned.
Yeah, he just rapping. He rapping the whole time. He not like no.
You gotta stop making light skin jokes. For most of
it has nothing to do with light skin. The nigga got emotions. But listen, this is what I would say about Drake.
Huh?
Sorry to cut you off. Is Drake a Cancer?
Probably.
No, I don't think so.
I'm about to Google that shit.
He probably a Capricorn. He's Scorpio, I think. Let me not Capricorn and Cancer bash.
Ooh, girl. Is Drake?
Shout out to all y'all Capricorn and Cancers. You know, hey,
good.
Hey, to all y'all Capricorn and Cancers. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop.
What's that fire, bitch?
He a Scorpio.
Told you Scorpio. When's his birthday?
October 24th.
My daddy's birthday. Drake and my daddy got the same birthday?
Yeah.
Take care, sis. Take care.
So if my daddy was light skinned, no.
Oh my God, you light skinned. I can't with you.
Light skinned folks are nice, especially light skinned guys. All right.
What does the color matter though? Like I think everybody share the same traits. Light skin, dark skin. It's something that we kind of grew up saying to each other or hearing, but it's not really a maker of difference.
Not really, because let's be perfectly.
People individually just are who they are. Because like I know some emotional niggas this, darker than the black sands, but
I can offhand name several super emotional folks darker than dark. Did you wait? Black sand darker than black.
Oh, so now we're gonna go back to that, huh? Now we're going back.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I don't think color. I think color just it's a construct because it don't actually have no bearing on what personality traits a person displays. Because, like, I know some light skinned girls, right, that'll beat the dog ass shit out of somebody. I know. They don't give a fuck about no feelings and crying and tears and all of that shit. They will beat the dog ass shit out of a bitch.
I know some light skinned chicks at a dog walk. I done seen some light skinned chicks.
So I think, you know what I'm saying, I try not to, you know what I'm saying, make that, because I wonder if that really bothered him that the whole world like, oh, nigga, you light skinned. Like, I wonder if that make him like, damn, nigga, I'm just me. Yeah.
I'm sure that is added in his own mixed kid construct, because after having conversations with a couple mixed kids, they all have this not all, I can't generalize and say that, but like a lot of them have this complex, like, am I this enough or that enough or properly balanced to be or whatever. So I'm pretty sure that there is
it's on both ends, because super dark skins be like, oh, am I not, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, again, it's like how we were raised and our culture and everything, or whatever.
Are we getting into this? Like getting into this?
I mean, we might as well. We're here now.
We're here. We've arrived. We had something else we're going to. We can come back around to. We've arrived.
Honest, because we all mid-gray brown in this bitch. I feel like a lot of darker skinned people have right to be and they feelings about a lot of shit, because societally they've been bashed for a long ass time. Not on some goading type shit like lighter skinned people have been. They've perpetually been the butt of jokes for generations, and still are the butt of jokes currently. So I feel like they have a lot more reason to be in their feelings about their skin complexion. But I feel like,
so who do you think have been more? Who do So who do you think has got drugged the most because of their color? Really dark or really light?
Really dark skinned people.
Just overall.
Overall, and I think lighter skinned people have been getting dragged because of the pain. Because hurt people hurt people.
Hurt people hurt people.
If I'm a darker skinned person and I'm constantly being called a roach, I'm this, I'm that, I'm derogatory terms, and then I see myself perpetuated in the media and other facets as a lesser than person, of course I'm gonna clap off on your ass if you got something to say to me.
See, I feel like it's switched. I feel like because of course, you know, initially when light skin was in and everything or whatever, you're right. I feel like darker skin. I think overall, I want to almost say that both have equally gotten drugged, but it's just over a time span because, of course, way back when it was, of course, more accepted for you to be light skinned and everything, or whatever, and ooh, light skinned and oh, you dark and this and that, and if you was even that much of a shade past a certain color brown, then oh my goodness, you just so black, you know.
There are privileges set in place for people who are lighter complexion.
But I think I think now, lighter skins are being drugged. I think being like dark and everything is so much more accepted because like it's a thing. I don't know. I don't think being dark.
You said it right. Is it a thing?
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
Is that the norm that we're setting? We're presidenting a norm to actually accept and validate darker skinned people, or is it like a trend? It's like a Twitter topic.
It's been a long trend, if so, because I would even say there was a shift that happened, and it's more so as time goes on, it's more so being in favor of darker skin, for sure. And I think that's why we got Drake jokes and everything, and all the light skinned jokes and everything, because being more accepted to be darker and everything, whatever. Because even with men, like, I mean, guys are starting to be a little bit more attractive to these darker skinned women. Like, I see that trend happening versus the lighter skinned women. I've definitely been seeing that. I've been seeing a whole lot of dark skinned chicks on these guys' arms versus the lighter skins. When back in the day,
I think honestly where we are is a transition of healing. Like, we're at the point where people are trying to do better, be better, and act better in general. And people are trying to heal the wounds that we have been given, as opposed to continue to carry them around, perpetuate stereotypes from them, hurt each other because of them, and go through all of these systematically oppressive points. Like, we are trying to change the face of what life looks like for Black people. So I don't think it's more of an argument of who's been hurt more or whatever. I think everybody is just trying to heal. And so you see the general widespread acceptance and celebration of darker skin tones because we realized that was bullshit.
Yeah.
We see the celebration of lighter skin tone. We see the celebration of just us in general, and we're trying to swipe those labels away because separating ourselves, light skin, dark skin, brown skin, good hair, 4C, this, that, all of these labels are set to separate us. And I think we're seeing a time where, as a group of people, we're just trying to, in general, abolish all of the labels that separate us and just be accepting and loving of all of these things. And yes, we do have those residual conversations of, oh, he being light skinned, oh, he being dark skinned as a joke. But I don't feel like amongst our community, I'm going to say, it's as there's as many people who are being vicious when they say that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like more it's like a residual joke now, like, oh, that ain't being light skinned, and we don't like internalize that as a bad thing, making me less than, or I'm stuck in the middle because I'm not Black enough. I'm not saying that that's not anyone's experience. There are definitely people who still experience those feelings of, I'm not good enough because I'm too dark, or I'm not good enough because I'm too light, or I'm not Black enough, I gotta prove this all the time. I'm not saying that those facets don't exist. I'm just saying that there is a, in general, consensus and movement towards healing those things that actually leave those people hurt. You know what I'm saying? Within our own space. The world at large, they don't actually give a fuck about us. So they're going to go with
all I really say is that they don't really care about us.
The magazines, fashion, all of that shit, they get their life from us. So if we saying that dark skin is acceptable, it's beautiful, it's gorgeous, they gonna use darker skin models. So bitch, we better not offend our money makers.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? Let us act like we give a shit because they're gonna
they
spend
don't.
their money.
To your last point, and then to this point, do you think that labels need to be deconstructed and thrown away? Because it is shedding light on a lot of people's realities. Some people didn't feel seen or heard or represented in certain forms of media or even societally because there wasn't a label in place for what they were feeling or thinking or existing as. So I don't think we should just completely throw out labels. We should cut down the tier system for certain labeling. So, like, you're not better at something or better than because you're X, Y, and Z on a labeling system. You're just in that category, labeled as that, or you're in this category.
Yeah. Don't make it a greater than or less than situation. I mean, because labels aren't, you know what I'm saying? But you're right. It shouldn't be just because you're this, you're way better than, you know.
Exactly. We can't Raven Simone our labels away. When you see me, you see black, you see woman. Those are labels. If you see me with my family, you see daughter, sister, granddaughter, cousin, whatever. There are certain things that I can't take off.
True.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that everyone's taking off their labels or not existing in them. What I'm saying is we're removing the stigmas of those labels so they're not actually necessary. I don't have to regard you as light-skinned Crystal. I don't have to regard you as black Tanisha. You could just be Tanisha. You could just be Crystal. It doesn't matter what color. Who gives a fuck? Why is that a moniker for how I describe or address you? Who gives a fuck?
I mean, but sometimes it could just be a descriptor.
Okay, like if someone needed to find you, right? And you're giving a description to someone. You can't just be like, the dark-skinned girl.
I mean, but what if it was a dark skinned and light skinned? What if it was two Crystals and one was dark skinned and one was light skinned?
Almond eyes, straight black hair, a wide nose, blah blah blah. And then at the end of it, it might be necessary to insert skin tone. But when you address people just based on
start off every other thing and then
decide about them just on one thing, their color.
Yeah.
That's absolutely ignoring all of the other things they are. Mother, daughter, granddaughter. You know what I'm saying? That's ignoring all of the labels that they carry. Woman. That's why when they see us, they don't see anything. They gauge us based on color. They like, this person is closer to my color. I'm going to treat them better. This person is darker. I'm automatically going to be aggressive towards them because I feel like they're bad.
That's fair. That's definitely fair. So, our first topic that we want to throw into, one of our favorites, this is a topic that we talk about so often. Cliques in the artist community. What did you say? What?
Boats and hoes? Fucking bitches and getting money?
Besides fucking bitches and getting money. The other. The other. One of our other favorite topics.
There are other topics in the group chat?
Besides food, too.
Right. All we do is talk about food.
Our group chat consists of food.
It sounds like a male dorm in our group chat.
Our group chat does sound like a male. Let me tell you something. We might be cute in the face, but we probably the three most raunchy. Like, I don't know if ever voice notes got leaked from our group chat.
Don't say that because we don't want nobody to hack our shit just to leak.
Hey, I got some wood. I'm gonna knock on this wood real here. Knocking on that.
For me, I don't say no shit that I don't give a fuck about saying. Period.
I'm about to say hack my shit. You gonna be in trouble. Your feelings is gonna be hurt.
That's how we communicate.
It's gonna be some hot feelings. Hot. Okay.
The fuck I said.
Heart
I said what I
feelings.
said. Period.
But just know, some there's been folks that made group chats things. But yes, but
Oh
one
God,
of our favorites.
Every time a nigga make the group chat, they fall off. Every time a nigga hit the tell me it's not true.
Wait, let me think.
No, there are exceptions. There are exceptions. There are like a couple exceptions.
There's one exception. So yeah.
Okay, you're right. There's one exception.
Dang, but yeah, every time they make the group chat, is our group chat like the Legion of Doom?
We don't come to each other with no bullshit. When we know it's some bullshit, we like, let me go tell these bitches. I already know.
Dang.
It's bullshit. I'm fucking up and they about to tell me about it. So let me just go.
So is our group chat like the Legion of Doom? Like, that's it? That's the black hole? Our group chat is the Legion of Doom.
It'd be like 3 days.
I agree.
Some niggas be like 3 days.
And that's it. Like, what happened? Fuck him, dog. I'm trying. Have we ever talked up on some penis in the group? Never mind. Just answer my own question.
Yes.
Moving along.
Yes. Definitely.
We didn't talk penis into our realm and back out of it.
So, and that's another thing about our group chat, which is a crazy thing. Our group chat has this weird thing of whatever we talk about kind of just coming to term, which is odd. Like, we be manifesting stuff. We be like, yeah, such and such, and all of a sudden, and all of a sudden, that's just, we like, dang, remember?
No chance to be like, wait.
Like, we be trying to grab it down. They be like, nope, y'all said it. It's on the way. It's way above me. Sorry, y'all put it out there. Y'all put it out there already. But yeah, so art cliques. Our thing is, in our lovely arts community, for those that don't know or not familiar in the Detroit area, well, particularly in the Detroit metropolitan surrounding and all that other good stuff. And honestly, it's like this. Not as much, kind of, in other states,
it's
but for sure.
It's like this everywhere, but this is just ours.
It's like this everywhere, but it's a little bit like, okay, I'm saying Georgia and everything. So Georgia has an art clique, per se, but there's some changes. Like, there's some differences, rather. Like, to me, Georgia art clique is always willing to accept other cliques, and they just not their clique exclusive. Like, that this might be the 3 Art Heauxs and this clique and that clique, but if they said some other chick be like, hey, we want to collab, we want to do this and everything, whatever, it's never any, like, they dang near come to you like, yeah, come on, let's come do this and this and that and everything. And even it doesn't matter what level their clique is on, they still be really kind of inviting. I will be the first to say the art cliques here amongst the different ones aren't always so inviting. And they kind of recycle the same people in their cliques. I'll say it. That's it. I'll let me be the first to throw that out there. Yeah, I think that's why Detroit. I feel like Detroit is just a pool of so much talent and so many people that just have so many different resources, and just, if we were able to do more pulling together and intertwining without trying to get over on somebody, or just get some type of money, or just feeling like I'm not going to share what I know or whatever and everything, I'm going to keep it to myself, we could advance so much more. We'd be so much further. Like, we could be like the next, like, little Hollywood or whatever, but, Detroit. Excuse the Detroit in us. I said it.
There you go, right there.
I said it and I meant it, and what?
Niggas be niggering. Like,
because niggas fucking be niggering.
I don't care about art cliques, because I don't really care about stuff like that. Because honestly, y'all know me. I'm gonna talk to whoever I want to, whenever I want to.
I used to be like that.
Talking back, like I could care less, huh?
I used to be like that.
Like, you used to be like what?
For me, it's not like when I go out, I'm looking to talk to a bunch of people anyway. That's not really how I operate.
But see, I like networking.
Being somewhere and like trying to network and say hi to people or whatever the case may be, like whatever. It's too much other stuff to do.
But I see,
I worry about the quickishness of it, because it's like I'm not about to fight with people to work with them, to create nothing here, to make something strong here. Like, I'm going to go where people fucking with me, and then I'm going to just come back and do shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got to do all that.
And I guess for me, I feel like that's one of the issues. I'm going to say because, like, that's the thing. Like, you know, you feel like that. And that's your own individual feeling and everything, whatever. But it's a lot of people that feel like that. So that's when they just have their own little circles. And that be it. Now, granted, not saying that you can't... Hey, people do it all the time and everything. You know me, I'm all about, like, trying to bring folks together and collabing and shit and everything, whatever. But everybody don't have that mentality. And the majority of Detroiters have that mentality. Like, I ain't trying to fuck with nobody else, this, and that, and everything. And this is what... That's it. That's it. I ain't trying to... When I meet up and when I go to these places, whereas me... When I go into a place, especially a new place, and I don't know somebody and everything, whatever, I'm always on networking. You know, I'm always like, shit, hey, what up? What you do? Oh, you do this, and, you know, this and that and everything, whatever. And I'm always trying to just kind of connect with people. Even if it doesn't always, I guess I don't necessarily look for a payoff. It's just a connection because you never know who you meet. That's how I look at it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, all of that is fine and good as far as I'm concerned. Like, going into places, saying hi to people, I think that that's just naturally what we should be doing to create a dope-ass scene. But also, I'm saying I'm not going to argue with the mentality of people who don't have that thought process. You know what I'm saying? Like, most of the niggas here are so busy trying to get over on somebody that they don't give a fuck about actually building some real shit. Or everybody want to be first, everybody want to be important, I'm a boss, I'm this, I'm that. Like, nobody want to just not be in the front. Everybody.
What was you getting ready to say? You said you initially were thinking about that and what?
Huh?
Yeah, B. You young
you
man.
don't want to hear what I say about this.
Please do. Hey.
That's why we here.
We here. Let's go.
I completely get the networking aspect of things. As a person who is, I'm new still as an emerging artist. Even like not as new as you, Chris.
I'm super new.
I'm still new in the sense that there were people rocking on the scene when I was still away at college, and I came back to not knowing how to necessarily network because I was in a space of I don't know how to talk to people. I'm still young, I'm still impressionable, I'm still chasing after some boy. It was a lot going on. So I agree with the whole networking aspect of things, but I feel like if people are not actual friends outside of the art circles, they don't have that same mentality of let me actually form a concrete connection with you. I've witnessed people sober, drunk, high, it's a level of things, be in social circles artistically, and they're just circle jerking each other, verbally circle jerking each other, as opposed to getting down to stuff. And it gets to the point where it's kind of tiring. Like I got, when the Baltimore Gallery closed down, this is just one instance of a few that I'm just like, dog, this might not be the best type of way to go about this. But the Baltimore Gallery had its closing party. There were a lot of artists there, a lot of different types of artists. You have the photographers, you have the musicians, you have visual artists, the dancers, all of the same. Everybody's there. Small business owners are there. I watched 2 small business owners and a photographer have a conversation that looked like, if you had walked up on the conversation, you would have assumed that they didn't like each other and they were arguing about some shit. And I was like, well, y'all all compliment each other. Why don't you just work together? And I got chewed out because my perception of the conversation was, y'all niggas don't fuck with each other for real. Y'all don't.
So that's what this really be sounding like.
They're standing in a circle. Their body language says, I don't really fucking want to talk to you.
They're not being engaging at all.
I'm not trying to really engage with you. I don't give a fuck what you gotta say. And bless my ex-boyfriend for giving me that body language book that one year, because all of them niggas was standing in a circle like,
right.
I don't really fuck with you, but their mouths and their eyes are talking about, oh yeah, bro, you know we need to da da da. That's what bothers me about the circle.
Yeah, and a lot of that goes on. If I had $1 for every time we should collect head ass. A lot of that goes on.
I don't have a problem being on some Britney shit and being like, hey, I want to actually networked with you. I've talked to people and been like, hey, do you really want to collab, or am I not going to hear from you for 3 months? Do you really want to sit down and chat and build, or are you just saying that because we're in a space that it sounds good, resonating off the walls, and you want other people to hear you say that you're a people person?
And I mean, and that's the thing. It's a lot of, and I mean, it is a lot of that. And that's the sucky thing. Like, you have so many of, and I'll say us, you know, but it's so many of us that'll just come with the, yeah, you know, just to make it sound for the, they want the clout of it. They want it to just look good and to just kind of just look like, yeah, I'm supposed to be doing this collab with such and such, instead of really literally sitting down. Cause hey, everybody want the look. They don't want to do the work. And in doing the work, is actually connecting and stuff. It's a bunch of convo and no action. Just to say,
endless dreams, endless conversation, endless aspirations, but like never any real work put in. People always sitting at home with they fucking tools that they have. Niggas got cameras, niggas got shit, and they sit home and they like, well, this person not paying me. This is my fee. This, and that. And it's like,
but meanwhile, nobody know what the fuck you're doing because you sitting on your art and shit. Like, how am I supposed to know you do this and take these?
For me, the thing is, that's completely understandable, right? Like, I understand everybody want to get paid for what they do. Mm-hmm. But also, if you just sitting at home and that shit is not doing anything, nobody is actively trying to pay you for what you do, why not go out and do these collaborative projects with the people around you who also don't have any money, so that y'all can create something dynamic and possibly put it somewhere that will actually create you know, finance for you.
Your name isn't first on the credits. Do you really feel important on that project?
And then my other thing is, a lot of the cliques, I've said it before, and I really feel like that it gets stale. If you see one particular person that's doing it, you already know what. If you see one particular company or people, you know what artists are going to, you know. I've had many times said, oh, such and such going to be there. Okay. I done seen the same song 30 million times. It's cool. I can't, but now granted, if they putting on a spectacular show, then yeah, I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Let me say this. We are not bashing nepotism.
Yeah, no.
Bring you and your niggas up. If you and your niggas think that y'all should stay together and click up and be a really tight conglomerate, a working, functioning unit, do that shit.
We can't bash it. Look at the three of us. Also, we for sure click.
Also, don't shut yourself down to the opportunity to work with other people who you may or may not be looking down on because they don't have enough time, they don't have enough shit behind their name. Who's to say that you working with them is not the one boost that's gonna be like, damn, this whole unit.
Who's to say that you working with them might not be right? It might not be just as soft as somebody else needs to see and be like, oh shoot, okay, well I've seen them before, but then they got this new thing kind of going on. And I like how that goes. Sometimes people need to kind of have a fresh idea or see things through fresh lens, you know, like how many times have we created something like, okay, y'all look at this and tell me what y'all see, or can you hear this or whatever and everything, because if it's just me looking at the same things, or if it's just my crew looking at the same things, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it's not even a sense of like you just still being a yes man, but like put it this way. I can look at almost any art that Odie does, and I can see where a head, a face, an arm, like, but initially, at first I couldn't, but I have eyes for that now, so I can't see something that somebody else outside another clique can see if they came in and was like, oh, well, you know, I got this and that from that. I done been looking at her stuff for over a year, so you know what I'm saying?
And I've experienced that. We have talked about a piece, and then I had somebody else walk up like, oh, and I see da-da-da-da, and I was standing there like
I know you effing lying.
We don't talk regularly enough for you to even be getting that from a piece of mind, let alone me talking to you and you like, oh, well, that's a leg. Oh, that's a bumblebee. That's a pair of scissors. Bitch, what?
And I get the whole thing of if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Fine, yeah. If your team is winning and everything, but again, don't be so dismissive. Or, oh, no,
we just doing nobody's team winning that hard because everybody's bro.
We still in this niche.
Look here. Even the best unbroken things have new innovations.
Yes,
sliced bread became other, better, more delicious toasted sliced bread. Mm-hmm. Cinnabons, bitch.
Why do your examples always got to be food? Why your examples always got to be food?
Cause
Because food's delicious, that's why. But
That's
like,
true.
I mean, it's just real talk. Because think about how many filmmakers sitting at home right now. They got cameras, they have scripts. And then there's people who want to be actresses in this city. There's people who want to do movies. There's people who want to do short series that you could be a producer of and have a producer credit on. And y'all not doing it because ain't nobody getting paid. Well,
no, not because ain't nobody getting paid, because your name ain't gonna be first in the credits.
Or whatever your reason is, whatever vain reason it is. But the thing is, it's not like you're out making other money and this shit is stopping you. You ain't doing shit anyway.
You ain't doing
so why
that because no, I'm not going. What the fuck are you doing? Like we all doing the same thing. Anyway. And
Quarantining.
Right.
Yeah, okay, you're quarantining now, but when we
No. They were quarantining. Before we got on shutdown, they were in the house.
They were in the house. Just
either way, we're a city full of people, and on a lot of levels, we wasting our talent and our fucking resources.
That part.
Because we won't fucking work together sensibly. We could work together for 5 minutes, then there's a fucking fallout, there's some issue, you didn't do this how I wanted to, and excuse the Detroit in us, your attitude take over. And then that's it. And then you done fucked off some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's so worried about, fuck that.
Ego.
So we gonna pause this for a quick second because we almost coming up on our first hour, and we gonna come right back so that way we don't get cut off. And y'all stay tuned. So we're gonna end this and come back. So don't go nowhere. Y'all just sit and wait for us to pop back up again. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Like, and you would have thought somebody over on Instagram would have been up on it. You know what I'm saying? And have been ready. Like, hey, they might once they seen it picking up. Developers should have been like, let's figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like, they should have been on it. But all right, so we gonna move on to our next subject. And this I actually got this. So I was watching a video. I can't even, and I wish I remember where I saw it, but you just scrolling on Facebook and Instagram and everything, you see some of everything. So it's one of them nice little Instagram, Facebook videos. And it was talking about, the topic was compatibility or chemistry. So the thing in that was, basically, long story short, the guy in the video, I guess he came home to his roommate. He like, oh, I met this great girl, and I mean, we clicked just like that, and he was all excited and shit and everything, whatever, because he was like, yeah, and they was talking. He was like, we talk all the time, we suck at this and that, and all that stuff. No, he said we have great chemistry and all that stuff, whatever. So as the time went by, they ended up getting together and all that stuff, and so fast forward to, I guess they're in this relationship. They're sitting there at a party, and she looks physically uncomfortable, like she's just irritated. And he's like, well, what's wrong? And she just like, what makes you think I just want to sit around your friends like this and this and that, So she gets up and she was like, I'm ready to go, whatever and everything. So with that, they were just saying the importance of, their chemistry was great. They hit it off like that and everything, whatever, but their compatibility was not. So, my thing is, and don't get me wrong, there's people that prefer to have just that chemistry, and they feel like they can just figure it out from there. So, between chemistry and compatibility, which would you pick? And to throw a little wrench in there, your last relationship, which do you think it was? Chemistry or compatibility? Let's go, Odie. Let's go. I feel like cause the smoke was coming out your ears for like 2 seconds. Or that was a look of, please bitch, don't pick me first. Either or.
Literally the second one. The latter is what I was
either or. Either or it was, I know she fucking lying and she gonna pick me, and then I picked you. So yeah, so this is what happens when your friend knows you. Compatibility or chemistry?
Get your man, B.
Nah, bro.
Oh, you next on the chopping block, big fella.
She coming from with these topics. Get your man's, B.
No, bro. She's. Oh God. Okay. Last.
No. Which one would you prefer? Compatibility or chemistry?
It depends on the situation.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so if we're doing something more casual, if we expressed and communicated that this is something that we are both consenting to as being casual and not any strings attached, and you can live your best life, I can live my best life, but we come together and enjoy moments together, have experiences, and possibly drop them draws, I would prefer chemistry. There are certain aspects that chemistry will overpower when you're not trying to be you're not looking for longevity in a short-term situationship. You're in a space of, I want to make sure that this experience with you and me is pleasurable and X, Y, and Z.
So it's a nice way of saying, if you just a booty call, all I want you to do is chemistry.
Oh, if you popping up for a real nigga, I just need the chemistry. I need the AP chemistry set. Thank you.
Because you're not coming outside the house? We're not going to see you in the daytime? You just,
honors chemistry.
You should go to your house. You should go. You know we're going to get coffee 11 p.m.
If it's longevity that you're looking for, I feel like compatibility is way more sustainable. It's just like the argument of, do you want your partner to have a horrible attitude and look good, or look horrible and have a great person?
So what happens if, and I'm sure you know what I'm getting ready to ask, you got that partner that's, the chemistry is fire and everything, whatever, and it just inks its way up to something more. What happens if, hey, it's out of my control, and for whatever reason I kind of like this person a little bit more, but you're fucked. Fucked.
You're fucked.
You're not necessarily fucked.
You're quite possibly fucked, dear. You're quite possibly fucked.
You might be fucked. But on the off chance that you're not fucked, here's the thing.
You gotta marry the nigga.
No, you don't.
No.
You don't. You don't.
Yeah, but don't.
You don't.
Yeah, but no.
You gotta marry him.
Tag me in. No, you don't. You know why?
Why?
I'm gonna sound like a really big asshole, and I'm okay with that. I'm the asshole. If y'all haven't realized yet, I'm the asshole. So you don't marry this person. The person doesn't marry you. You don't settle on the person that doesn't check off all those boxes for you, and you can check off for them.
No. We said, what if it creeps up and you're not fucked, and you do check those boxes, plus y'all got chemistry. Bitch, y'all got married.
So what you're saying is, so you're saying at first you were just chemistry based, and now you have compatibility markers, so y'all move on? Oh, well, yeah, y'all go together.
Yeah, we go together, bitch. We're together. Period. I'm sorry. We're getting married because there's no fucking way.
What I thought you were asking was, what if all you have is chemistry and one person catches feelings?
I'm kind of asking that too.
Run.
You can't just run. That's not that simple.
But what if, even what if, in a way, kind of like, the one person catches feeling and you start changing.
Messing with them. Listen, I'm telling you, if y'all only chemistry based and one person catch feelings, you have to stop fucking with that person at the point that you know they have feelings. You know why? Because all they're going to do is continue to develop more feelings, and then you're gonna break somebody's fucking heart. So at that point,
and then that's how niggas get shot, stabbed.
You gotta stop that shit right there.
Robbed, come up missing.
From their goddamn selves.
Okay, let me ask you this: what happens if you mistake their chemistry markers and them actually liking you and it just being chemistry for them thinking that y'all are compatible? What if you know that y'all are just chemistry and they think y'all are compatibility? What do you do then?
If you tell them that they don't get it, you gotta stop fucking with them.
I think that's where conversation comes in and everything, whatever. Like, okay, well, for one, that's when you better have that initial conversation at the beginning. But also, you would hope, and you start to notice a person changing or feeling a certain way. You know when that shift happens. Everybody, listen, man, woman, boy, girl, you know when a nigga check you about one thing, even if it's something small, you like, did I just get checked? Did I just get checked? That's when that ding.
You don't ever get that text, sis.
Ding.
Not even that. Like, niggas show you, niggas start out one way. No niggas start out with his foot on the gas. Niggas are lazy, right? So they come out with as much as they feel like it's necessary to get where they want to go. If you're the type of person that pushes them a little further, okay, you push them a little further, but they're never going to be like top tier themselves, right? After a point in time where you fucking with this nigga and he start going top tier himself, being the best him he can be, you like, fuck, nigga loves me. Doing extra shit. He lets me drive his car. He handed over his bank card.
He feed me.
The nigga loves you now. You're fucked.
You fucked. You fucked.
Yeah.
Odie has left the chat.
Can I go? Oh, that's her turning her camera off. Is that how you turn your camera off there?
Now you gotta make decisions. You gotta be like, can I love this nigga back? Do I love this nigga back? Should I love this nigga back? Will I love this nigga back? For me, you gotta be like, you gotta start.
Okay, but so what happens if you do get to that point, but then you realizing like, yeah, the chemistry is like crazy, but we probably not like, don't get me wrong, we all know.
No, what if you are just compatible? What if all of the points?
Oh, and there's no chemistry?
There's no chemistry.
So what would okay, I got a question. So what would I'll take it. Let me get that. I say that was a low blow. I say it was a bit of a sneak diss. I say it was a shot fired. I say it was a pop 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 going on. I say it she slid it in. Can I say she slid it in?
Hold up, wait a minute, because we know it's two halves of that birthday cake too.
So my thing is, okay. So my thing is, like, what if I was getting ready to say what does compatibility without chemistry look like? But moving on. But even
if the compatibility without the chemistry is a matter of this person loves and cares for you and is supportive of you or whatever, and you don't have any chemistry, you have to decide about the things that are important to you.
Very true.
Because for me, I want both of them.
Both of them.
So if this person, if I don't have chemistry with this person, I have to be honest about that, because I want to live a passionate life, right? But other people, they want just a companion to be with them, to do things with, to travel with.
Which one is most? Which one is?
They don't give a fuck about it.
So if overall, if you had to,
we are companions, bitch. All I'm saying is, if the zing doesn't have, if you don't put the fucking plug in the outlet, if you don't put this motherfucker in the wall,
coming with this
a little bit.
Somebody get the visual artist because she cutting up.
Listen, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you people gotta decide what's important to them. For me personally, I need you to make this pussy pop. So
and don't get me wrong.
Both of them. I need them both. Both of them. All of them. Each of them.
Okay, so here's the thing. Would you take more of a? Which would you take more of if you had to choose? Like what? Like would you take person A with the compatibility that's on swole, and just a little bit of chemistry, or would you take the chemistry that just drive you fucking wild and just teensy bit of compatibility?
Nah, because a whole bunch of
that's not a choice. The neither is not a choice. The neither is not a choice. You got to pick.
You said it wasn't a choice, though.
It's not okay. The neither is not a choice.
I don't know. It just depends, because that chemistry can be dangerous, bro. Like,
let me tell you something. Chemistry, the fucking devil.
You ever been drunk on a nigga before?
Fuck drunk. Have you ever been high on a nigga? You know how an edible high lasts for 73 and a half hours? Bitch. You done ate an edible on this motherfucker, and you can't get it out your system until you get it out your system.
Whole soul left your body, okay? Whole fucking soul that went to the stratosphere.
Hold on, this your soul.
She said,
bitch, listen.
Alright, I'm a transcend.
You can't remember your name and shit. Like, you just there and it's just a blank space.
What did Ashanti say? It was raining and he called. I was knocked out, and she said she had to home. That bitch said, and as soon as he just called, I just can't. Didn't know what that shit was till you experienced it. And it's like, oh, that's what the fuck this feels like. I don't want this thing. But here's my thing. I will say, for me,
can make you do stupid things.
And that's my thing. I've gotten to a point, don't get me wrong. I used to be, I would even say, infatuated with somebody that I had hell of a chemistry with, because it's a rush. I mean, we've admitted it's a fucking rush, and it does something to your vagina outward. Like it starts at your vagina and it just spreads. Like it just be like this.
Coochie just be like,
I hate you both.
Splash fucking waterfalls. Okay, just doom doom. Oh, doom doom doom. Oh, yep. Yep.
I think honestly, I would have to take the compatibility with a little bit of passion, because
a little bit. Like, what's the percentages on this?
I don't give a fuck.
What's the percentage breakdown?
Listen, I don't give a fuck. Y'all know my theory.
Percentage breakdowns.
So I would, the lowest I could go, right, would be 40-60.
40.
That's not
40
low. That's not
60 chemistry, or vice versa.
60 compatibility, 40 chemistry.
That's not that low.
50.
Lower.
I need a well-balanced meal. I'm sorry.
She need a well-balanced meal. So my thing is, so I will say this, and I will say this. Over the time that I have had both, I've had complete compatibility and like 30% chemistry. And I've also had damn near million compatibility.
103.666.
And like 2%, I mean a million chemistry and like 2% 2%. So with having one extreme to the other, I can honestly say, and I definitely have several reasons overall, I would have to say I would have to go with compatibility. And I would even take, if for my percentages, I'll go as low as to say like 25. Give me 25 chemistry. Only because of this. He can drive me wild. He could just light my fire and everything. However, if he can't be a good father to my kids, if we can't have money together, if we're in a relationship shit, if we can't solve a common problem together, if we can't grow together, if I can't create art with your ass, I don't give a fuck how good you fuck. If I can't sit there and feel comfortable, if you don't feel like home to me, I don't want your ass.
Wait. Chemistry is not just how well you smang-dazzling this puss. It's not.
That's not. Oh.
It's not just. That's not it. That's not the only point of chemistry.
No.
Because when you have chemistry with somebody, hell no. Because listen, when you have chemistry, with somebody,
I know that. All jokes aside,
y'all can travel together. Y'all get along on different points.
And all jokes aside, I know that it's more than that.
It's just that your life goals are your compatibility. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
that's the thing.
Want to have in life, like we could be all of these things for each other, and we have mad chemistry, but we can't live.
We can't live together. Yeah.
I want to travel the world, and you're a domestic type of dude.
Or either, like I said, we're not compatible. If I think I might want more kids. And I'm like, it's certain when it starts getting into the real life shit. When it goes beyond like and that's the thing, like especially in a marriage thing, like when we go for that person that just they just drive us wild and they just this and that. Don't get me wrong, it's okay to want that in a person. You can have that in a person, but real life shit gonna happen. Like I always tell people, especially if you are with somebody that you're in a relationship with, what the fuck happens when one of y'all go down? Like I was with one of my exes. The girl that he was just so fascinated about and everything left his ass because what did she say? I didn't sign up for this when he got sick. That's literally what she told his ass. Is I didn't sign up for this when he got sick. Like, and because she signed up but their chemistry was just that's all he would brag on and everything, whatever. But when shit hit the fan, and so imagine a person that you feel like you got so much chemistry with, and that shit just tanks like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why for me, I'd so much rather, because I feel like even the whole chemistry thing, now don't get me wrong, some people do have that just hell of a connection and everything, but I believe it all starts with like your mind in a certain way. You can't force a chemistry with a person, and some chemistry is so powerful that it's just there and ain't shit you can do with it. But I think with a person that you are extremely compatible with, that your feelings start to kind of form. Like I always tell people, I don't really think you fall in love with a person until y'all get into certain situations. When you see how the person handle that, you're like, damn, that shit, okay. Oh, you was able to do, we couldn't take care of shit, and you figured it out, and I didn't have to, so you brought some ease to me, nigga. Okay, you know what I'm saying? That shit isn't. Go ahead, Odie.
Acts of service is part of your love language. That would considerably change, like the dynamic of what's chemistry and what's compatibility.
Right.
And we make that difference. If acts of service is not necessarily one of your love languages, or gifts, or time spent, then you're sitting there like, not to say that lessens what that person is willing to do for you or willing to be for you, but that might not be the construct that you need to base.
And that's very true. That's very true. It might not be. And
that might be really unfair and assholeish, but like
no, but you got to think. But that's what makes everybody different. Like we've seen stuff and everything that we might look at relationships and be like, dog, how in the hell? But that dynamic works for that person, because I always say, even when you see people that act like they're so unhappy in a relationship, that shit working, especially when they've been together for a while, because if they was just that unhappy, you can leave. It's honestly, a way out.
You'd be mad surprised how many unhappy people stay with each other
because they
understand the psychology of, one, I don't want to start over. Two, you know the worst parts of me and the best parts of me. I don't want to let you go because, goddamn forbid, you do some fuck shit now that you know the worst parts of me. And three, I'm so comfortable. I know how to turn you on and off like a
and everything. I've learned how to be compatible with you because this is what is comfortable for me. And so that
I've never been that compatible.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And see, like, and some people can live like that. For me, I got one fucking life. I'm not about to sit here and just be that. I've
never been that comfortable to sacrifice my happiness in life just because I'm comfortable around a person. If you don't make me feel good,
if the shit ain't
not happy together, if my home is not peaceful and we not cool and kicking it and enjoying life together, there's no point in us being together. I'm not about to be miserable with somebody, and that might mean some of the worst type of pain I ever have to deal with.
But still, you have to.
Like, I've had to experience the biggest heartbreak because of that. But I won't be miserable with you because that ruins the whole point of being in love.
Or being in love with somebody, yeah.
But it takes something substantial to break that connectivity with that person. You got to be honest about that. Because even I've experienced the fact that it took years upon years to get to the point where, although I'm comfortable with you and we're in this tradition of us believing we're compatible because we know so much about each other and I don't want to start over and all of this shit, it took that one last final straw to be like, nah, my happiness and my peace mean more to me than saying that you're the most compatible partner for me. Because of whatever chemistry we used to have, whatever history we used to have, it takes that time to be like, I want to be honest about this. So I see how people are together for 40 years unhappy on the outside.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, in my personal experience, I haven't had a difficult time stopping those situations when I felt like that, because I don't like that feeling. That feeling is very depressing for me. So
yeah.
It's something that I just
and some people can.
But I also wasn't in like different situations. Like some people are whole ass married, 4 kids, lives, businesses, and all of the other things together, right? So I wasn't ever in that situation, so I didn't have to navigate through some of the extra layers that some people did. You know what I'm saying? I was free to roam about the country and leave people because I didn't have no kids with them, nothing like that.
I'll still cut it off.
So you know what I'm saying? It was nothing to chop a bitch off. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't nothing to cut this bitch up.
What ties do we have for real? Like this shit not that serious.
No, but my thing is, I feel like, and that's the thing. I don't feel like you should sit around because I don't ever want to get to the end of my life, and that, you know, what really solidified that feeling that I had. Like, I don't ever want to get to the end of my life and be like, damn, I spent this much time being this miserable. Like, my grandfather
on your deathbed, mad as hell.
Mad as hell. Like damn, I should have went on ahead and did this and that. Like my granddaddy. Like, I told y'all, like, when my grandfather was sitting there and I sat next to that man and he finally was just 90, 80 pounds and everything, whatever, sitting there miserable, and I said, Grandpa, I was like, you tired, ain't you? And he shook his head, yeah. I said, you tired of being this mean, ain't you? Yeah. So you went your whole life just being a dick to people, being so fucking mean, shooting at motherfuckers and everything, and you was miserable doing that shit. At one point,
the whole time you wanted to be having a party.
Right, the whole time you wanted to just be happy.
That's the thing, though. People will be in relationships for 40, 50, 60 years. God bless my grandparents, whoever watching this that happens to be related to me. I love y'all, but I'm not about to make fun of these niggas. My grandparents went through a lot of ridiculous shit, and it took my grandmother on her deathbed for all of the shit to surface to be like, oh, y'all was starting and bopping.
But even in that, I'll say this. Like, put it this way. If I got a mate, and that's where that compatibility comes in, because if we're compatible enough, let's go through whatever. Y'all know my thing. Let's go through this fucking mud together. I don't care. If you, because shit, I'm not wrapped too tight. My mate gotta be kind of bad shit and be able to go through the shit with me. You know what I'm saying? And be compatible enough. So he can drive me crazy, but at the first sight of danger, he like, ooh.
There are two things you're not gonna do: drive my car and drive me crazy. Period. Third.
Can you drive this cooch crazy though?
Yes, by all means.
Yes. All I'm saying is, look, you do not have to drive me crazy. We can go through the mud as long as you're not the nigga creating the mud puddle.
Thank you.
But in reality, sometimes there is good and bad. But as long as you know you working to fix the shit, fix it. Because it's going to be a moment where I might spaz the fuck out and not be okay. I don't want you to turn around and just be like, no, you done lost your shit. Some shit takes time. But as long as you're not, maliciously doing shit over and over again and everything, like you said, as long as you're not just kind of, if you're not trying to fix, if you dragging me through mud, and I've said it before, honestly, my thing is this. Let's say if I'm with somebody and they cheat, cheating is not an end all be all for me. Now, granted, you might want to duck or sleep lightly because I might just all of a sudden change my mind midway through the night. But if you are legit remorseful, you don't do the shit again, and you trying to make sure you don't fuck up, if you fix that shit, if I say my key thing is whenever anybody fucked up with me, I'm like, fix it. If you don't fix the shit, then that's when I'm over.
Contact with me, bro. Look at me.
Bitch, you.
But that's, hey.
It's coming out my ear.
But you know what? I guess I can only say that because, again, I've been a cheater. And what did I say? When I knew.
We're not going to go down that road.
Let me tell you something. We're not about to go back down that road.
No.
Now listen, we aren't even the most traditional types of people when it comes to relationships. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if we are in a relationship, there's already shit that we done established, talked about, went through, went over, discussed. So there's no fucking reason for you to break protocol. You know what I'm saying? There's no fucking reason for you to not just shout a bitch and holler like, hey, what's up? This is what I'm thinking right now. This is how I'm feeling. So a bitch should be like, oh, okay, cool, I get it. Don't fucking play with me, okay? Don't fucking play with me. There is no reason to do no old goofy shit because guess what? We're grown. We have mouths. We can converse.
And I mean, no, and that's true. But you better believe.
Nah, ain't no fix it, bitch. I'm gonna fix your fucking face for you.
Oh no, it's okay. Because once I say my famous phrase, well, just remember, you set the tone for our relationship. I'm just gonna sit back and not say nothing else.
Bitch, it's over. We done. There was no reason for you to violate. We done already.
Tag me in, goddammit.
Tag, bitch.
First of all, fuck that shit. There is no relationship. As a person who has cheated and has been cheated on, it is not pleasant on either avenues on either ends of the spectrum. As a cheater, you end up finding yourself in a place of really, really, really great guilt if you actually have a conscience and you're not a fucking sociopath. You are living in your own guilt as your partner is trying their hardest to forgive you. As the cheatee, you are looking at your partner like, you raggedy son of a bitch. You son of a bitch.
Because it's necessary.
How dare you do this to my pussy? How dare you?
How dare you? How dare you? How dare? Is the pussy not good enough for you? Is the pussy not good?
If you get past a certain age, a certain level of maturity, a certain level of experiences, and you are still cheating on your partner, or
you out your rabbit. Now that I give you that. I give you that. Yeah.
You have a situation that you have not escaped from.
Well, shit, I'm almost 40 yet. I can't. And I mean, and don't get me wrong. I'm saying that just as in general statement, but no, if I was really in a relationship and everything, motherfucker, we either 40 or we almost 40. Your monkey ass cheating on me. Look, this is my 3 strikes you out. This will be a third marriage. I'm taking y'all. All I'm gonna do is call you hoes like, hey, y'all got the, you know what? Y'all can't even bail me out for this one. Just pull up to my house. I'm about to kill this nigga.
I mean, like, there shouldn't be a possibility for cheating.
Thank you. Listen, tuna, chips, rolled saltines, Oreos, please, 2 of them, okay? The sun chips in the red bag, mayo,
Got you.
Kool-Aid.
Got you. Kool-Aid.
Well, I mean, but if we really think about it, what is the reason for cheating? At this point, we are too fucking grown for that. If I know what I like, but I love you, you know what I'm saying? I know what I like. I love you. And we've decided to come together. If we at the point where this is a relationship, a thing, best believe you already know who I am as a person. And what you're saying is you accept that. You know what I'm saying? So we should be clear about the boundaries and the definitions found within our relationship, because we've talked about it. We've already played all these fucking bullshit ass games. Like, let's be grown. Let's tell each other the truth.
So if you accept that, if y'all have had that conversation, sorry to cut you off. If you've had that conversation and that person has admitted that they cheated in the past on one or more of their partners, and you enter into a relationship with them, what is your expectation? That they won't cheat on you? That they have overcome what they?
It's possible. It's possible. A motherfucker that never cheated can cheat. A person that's never cheated.
I'm not gonna assume what's acceptable. I'm gonna ask this person who they are. Are you still out here fucking cheating, or are you looking to be with me? What is it that you looking for exactly? And the person gonna be like, well, you know what? I still am a cheating ass nigga. Okay, well, like, I don't really want one of those, so I'm gonna just hop on here. You good? Like,
I'm not in the market for one of these.
Yeah, I'm gonna Uber from here. Like, that's not what I want. But if I'm the type of person that I'm cool with that, because I'm like, all right, nigga, because I don't really like monogamy either, but I enjoy you. You know what I'm saying? You could be home based, but I still like to run these races. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I like my whole.
I'm about to do the don't rush challenge. I'm about to do the don't rush challenge. I quit. Fucking quit.
If that's the case, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So my point being communication. Like, all these fucking grown-ups acting like kids. You still hiding this shit. Like, you still click your porn off and your girl walking like, y'all goofy.
Because you have not actually started to communicate the deeper stuff. You are communicating surface level stuff.
I told you, I got to a point where I was giving, listen. I got to a point where I was giving hints. I'm like, hey, turn your notifications off on your main screen.
Because you want to be with somebody?
Well, slow down, bitch. Just I want to be with somebody so bad.
What if the dick is amazing and you can't fight it? You addicted. You was addicted. You was addicted. You is addicted. Addicted.
That was some good dick. We got it.
Don't rush. Don't rush.
Addicted. You was addicted. You was hello.
No.
But sometimes the people would be good. God damn it.
Don't make him your man until you know this person.
But what if he eating good from the bake? The bake.
Yeah,
the bake. He eating okay from the bake. You don't remember that. You don't be thinking about that.
All that nigga good for though. So keep him as that. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to make an appetizer a goddamn entree. Stop trying to save these niggas. Okay, stop trying to save them. Nigga, you only mozzarella sticks.
Glass dog. I hate y'all so much.
Listen, some niggas is only mozzarella sticks. They have
mozzarella. Why we got? Why it can't be? They can't be spinach dip. they can't be spinach dip.
You want to eat them sometimes.
But they can't be spinach dip though.
Huh?
They can't be spinach dip.
Listen, whatever you want to call it.
And appetizer.
It's a little bit better than cheese sticks though. It's a tad bit better than cheese sticks.
Listen,
it's appetizer.
No,
it's still an appetizer,
and it's like Applebee's at best.
Ooh, they just warm it up.
Base. It's so base.
I suppose so. Well, ladies, y'all got any?
Is that how the kids use it these days? It's the face chat.
Is it the chat? Is it the chat face? Is it the chat face? Hey, put me on the face snap. Put me on the face.
Not the face snap.
Put me on the face.
And like you kind of, bro, you know when you dealing with an entree. You be like, listen, quick. Don't even try to fool yourself. You be like, oh.
And that brings the conversation around full circle. If you are fucking with an entree, but you only have appetizer standards, or if you're dealing with an entree that doesn't have a kick of an appetizer, are you gonna fucking eat that entree?
Yes.
Are you?
Quite possibly. Yes.
Are you?
Listen, because points have to be given for all around game. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if the butter is not caramelized, are you really fucking with that entree?
Yeah, I mean, there's steak sauce.
Listen, again, damn near 40. I done got to a point to where motherfucker, look, you gonna have to do more than just. You gonna have to. I ain't got it because I'm at this point. I'm like, look, I'm not gonna. This wig gonna get snatched off. I'm pulling these lashes off. No, I don't. Every single. I almost lied. I was about to say every single night. I don't want to be tossed around. Let's go past that.
Let me be honest.
Twice a night.
I'm playing with you.
Twice a night.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest. I have spent the first half of my life doing the things that I was supposed to do, and like, I love you and shit like that. But like, also at this point, I don't want to settle for anything. It's not like, oh, I'm getting older, so I'm gonna settle for what I can get.
It's not a settle. I'm definitely doing it differently though.
And I want you to knock these knees out.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's just I'm at the point to where it's been. I've had just the compatibility.
Okay, knock them the fuck out. Yes.
I've had the compatibility. I've had the compatibility. I've had the chemistry. I would like a healthy balance that's for me of both. But I would like it to be more of a compatibility because again, yeah, still, do all the shit that just excite me and everything or whatever. And I'm an interesting broad. I gotta have a nigga that's out of the ordinary. What I look like with a regular ass nigga?
Okay, so to tie this up, compatibility to chemistry ratio. Let's do percentages. Chris, what you got?
The lowest I go is 30. Give me 30. Give me 30 for chemistry. Fuck it.
So you doing 70-30?
I could do 70-30.
What you got, Brett?
50-50. I need it all.
Odie?
I need it all.
100. Fuck y'all.
That's not how that fucking works, bitch.
I was sleeping during statistics. Fuck you.
Apparently.
Either way, the bitch needs balance. Okay, she wants them both. Both of them.
Both of them. Each.
Listen.
I'm not
gonna sacrifice.
Exactly. Go ahead.
A travel partner. Not having a travel partner that can knock these boots while we over the pyramids and the Giza. You know what I'm saying? Like,
even simpler than that. I want to be washing the dishes and you walk up behind me and breathe on my shoulder meat and my whole body melts. It ain't got shit to do. You don't have to touch it.
I want to be washing the dishes and picked up over into the sink, my face like down, and you like pushing me and everything.
No,
that's not that show.
It's not that show, ma'am. Whoa, we don't have an OnlyFans yet. Okay. Something as simple as knowing that you can handle a situation is a turn on, but also knowing something as simple as you breathing on this little piece, this little meat piece, the little gullet piece.
I have to be led, and I think that comes with it. Cause I have to be definitely led, and so I can't know that you're like, yeah, you can't be a punk, of course. And you have to have some personality, so that's true. But I also need to feel secure. Especially if I'm in a relationship with you, I need to feel like you can handle this shit if something happens. That's for me. Like, you can drive me wild, but if some shit pop off, don't say you ain't signed up for this shit, bitch. What?
That's your compatibility rate.
That's my compatibility rate.
That's your rating, but that's why I said 50-50. I need all of that. I need that, plus I need the fact that, like, I don't even need you in the room with me, and I can feel it, all right? Which I can come from the thought of it, yes.
I need 3 hallways down and 2 floors.
Two floors below me, and I'm just like, oh, Jesus.
Somewhere in another building getting some toilet paper, and you like,
oh my God.
Listen, cause shit.
Well, ladies, any Springer final thoughts or 3 Art Heauxs final thoughts?
On that, we got 30 minutes left, don't we?
It's 10:30.
I know.
An hour and a half.
Our conversation is good. You can cut the live up if you want to, but I mean, I don't see why not. If they watching it.
Okay, that's fine. We can keep it going. It's fine. Keep it going.
We might as well give them extra content. It is our 3rd episode.
Woo!
Okay. Since we own this strain,
no,
tell me y'all worst got knocked into the stratosphere story.
All right, I'm head out. Shit, let me get up out of here.
You ain't gotta use no names.
I won't. So let me get. I need clarity. I need clarity on this.
Physically, spiritually, emotionally,
knocked into the stratosphere.
I'm saying, however they did it, we talking actually like made your whole bones melt type shit.
Oh, sexually. That's where we're going with this.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it a medium. We don't want to get into the heavy darkness of the soul ties. I don't want to
get into that. I ain't got time for that. Release me.
We're gonna pass over that nigga.
So the worst. I've told this story.
Smang-dangled.
I don't want to tell the smang-dangled story no more.
Come on, you got
this. The only one you have though.
That's the best fucking one. The best. You look at. Okay. Let's see.
I got something for you. Hold on.
Tell me one wild ass one. Okay, even if it's not the best, but it's like one.
This one wild one.
Bones melted.
Oh, I got a wild one.
Okay.
So, I was in a state, because I've lived in several states, but I was in this particular state, and me and a particular somebody, because it was, where we stayed at was kind of like it was a city, but the particular house was like, the houses were pretty separate and far apart and everything, and it rained, and it was raining hard, and it was raining terrible. So because I'm adventurous, I'm like, hey, it's raining. Guess what
like
we
should... novel.
Huh?
This sounds like the beginning of a Zane novel.
Right.
It felt like the beginning and the end of a Zane novel. It felt like the beginning and the end of a Zane novel. But yeah, it was
Get back to the shits. It was raining. What happened?
So rain is too. I mean, like thunder and lightning and everything, or whatever. And of course, this rain was at night and everything. So I'm like, hey, let's go outside. Okay, not knowing that my go outside meant let's go outside. So we just talking and everything, whatever. And I'm like, it's a little warm out here. We should get naked.
Chris got right fucking to it.
And while we're naked, we should just go ahead and get on the hood of the car. Why not? So, yeah, I got smang-dangled and flipped over the nice polite choke that I like. Hood of car. That like, that probably was the most moment I've ever had.
We should have cut this off at 10:30. You right.
Y'all wanted to keep on going. And then she wanted to ask that question. While she asked that question, you want some more? I got a few more where that came from.
And here we are.
I've done it all over the whole house literally from sun up to sundown, all over the house, like talking about from the bedroom to the kitchen to the we was just hitting points. We sterilized everything after that, but yeah, everything. We hit every point. Both bathrooms, yeah, knocked it out.
I got my bones melted one time on some oops shit, like. Not really oops, but just like, This so random.
you got smang-dangled on some this sort.
Smang-dangled. Like, I was in this state or whatever, and I'm like, I mean, it was this little something. I mean, he was a little piece or whatever. He was a cold little piece, but like, I wasn't really fucking with him like that. Like, I wasn't just like, oh yeah, I want to talk to you. Like, I was like, head ass. And it was just one random, like, I'm random like that though. I'm not doing shit. I just randomly was like, oh, a number. Terrible. I'm like we had text back and forth a little bit, but I was like, you know, like how a nigga be like, I want to see you, but you like, yeah, let me next Wednesday, maybe.
I'll see if I can pencil you in.
So, and I didn't have any particular reason why. It wasn't like he annoyed me or anything. Like, he was fine as fuck, and I'm like, I got that vibe from him. Like, I know this nigga can fuck. I know it. It's on him. He has the I can fuck aura.
What does he got? Did he have CDE? Did he have CDE? Did he have the calm penis energy?
Listen, he had that calm dick energy. He had that I'm about to fuck your brains out and I know it energy, okay? And I'm like, so there was no real reason for a spin or anything. It just, I don't know. I just didn't give a fuck. So, went to an interesting dinner. And then I was like, you know, I don't feel like going home. So I hit him up and I'm like, what you doing? And they're like, oh, we're going to the club. And I'm like, oh, I'm coming over. I'm going to the club. His best friend came over. It was a girl, you know, shit was popping. We went places. They bought bottles. You know, shit was fun. Came back and was like, whew. I'm like a little lit, but I'm like, I'm straight. So it ain't no blaming on the alcohol.
Me and Odie face.
I just realized we story is.
I knew how to.
I just realized what were we talking about.
Let me go deep. Finish the story. Let me go deep. See?
I'm not about to play with y'all. Everything simultaneously. I'm not about to play with y'all.
So it ain't no like blame it on the alcohol type shit. It's like, nigga, I'm grown and I'm trying to fuck. Like, so nigga, just calmly butter bean melted my shit. Like, the nigga had calm dick energy for a reason. He just like, it wasn't even no like, yeah, I'm fucking you. It was just like, yeah, this is what I do. Like, this is what it's supposed to be type shit.
Like no, please don't.
I'm trying to fuck you and I want to fuck you good. You're not going to leave here and be like, oh, that nigga was, no, ma'am, because it's my mission.
Oh, no. No, please don't.
No, please. Go, but no.
My mission in life to make sure that pussy is happy when it leaves here. And I was like, sir, not all your hoes wear capes. But you should have one.
They'd be the most dangerous ass nigga. Now, don't get me wrong. You can have somebody that's in that bad boy like, get it.
There wasn't even any moment of ego where I'm like, oh no, I got some more bangle. This was me.
Bravo. Hats off, sir.
Bravo, nigga. Bravo,
teach me your ways. Oh, great one. Cause what did you do?
Just listen. Big ups to a nigga handling business, like, period. Like, there ain't no bullshit, it ain't no games, it ain't no extra. It's, listen, I'm about to fuck you. Is that what's up? Oh, yes, that's what's up. And then deliver, bitch. Deliver.
Oh, see, yeah, okay, no. Yeah, I've had
crazy head game, crazy stroke, attention to detail. Oh, that's not working for you. Wait, let me move 1 inch up there, turn left. Bitch.
You're like, please.
Don't that nigga was like, down, right, trigger, right trigger.
Oh, that nigga had a Chico. He had to down, left, right, BA start.
Right, because he fucked up the whole goddamn sequence. Talking about right trigger, left trigger. You get your ass out here.
Get your no video game. Play head ass. Get your don't know the cheat code. I do.
Triangles and whatever the fuck it is. He had all the cheat codes. And
she said triangles.
Dear gamers that are watching this, please.
They shaking their head right now. They say, I know you fucking lying.
Fuck y'all.
I fixed it. Up, down, left, right, BA start. Don't worry about it.
Y'all and y'all thumbs. I don't care.
Oh, you got it. You got a smang-dangled story. We got like 15 or so minutes going. So
I know y'all left me like a small sliver of the
well, and you can go right into whatever your good word for the ending is too.
No problem, my child. Just to let y'all know, I'm gonna give y'all the Cliff Notes version because I'm not trying to have all my business out here and incriminate all these niggas that just so happen to be a part of that night. Long story short,
everybody sitting there like.
Long story short, hashtag drugs, hashtag copious amounts of alcohol. That's one hashtag. Copious amounts of alcohol is one hashtag. And I don't think I've ever felt better about not being able to breathe and crying off a whole face of mascara. By the end of the night, my blue lipstick was wrapped around someone's whole entire pelvis.
Oh, heavenly night. Well done.
It's Corona's done. It's Corona's over. It's Corona's over. It's Corona. No, that's.
Listen, well fucking done, okay? It's always a good night when your lipstick is somewhere the fuck else.
When you get back, like, where's my? You got.
Listen, I'm talking about when your lash come off.
Okay, just had that bitch just gone. When your eyebrow that was here ends up somewhere like this.
Okay, real quick, y'all were not privy to this conversation. We had a group chat, and I was discussing how my underwear got wedged in between where the headboard and the mattress and box spring meet. That little corner. That was that night.
Oh.
Have you ever tried to find your panties and they were like, "No, bitch, leave me here."
He gonna think I'm a hoe.
Just go.
He gonna think I'm a hoe.
Leave without me. Save yourself.
Save yourself.
We're fine here. We're fine.
So what? Go ahead.
No, we got 15. I'm gonna take up like the next couple. The longer version of the story is pretty much having embarked on a situationship during my hottest of summers. Big dick energy all summer. Yes, let's go. Shmang dang dazzling this dude that equally shmang dang dazzled me. Top 3 on the Richter scale of Lola, I'm free. And it was a really great night.
The matching smang dazzles.
It was a beautiful thing. Getting to the point where you like sweating and you don't care about what sweat's hitting what.
I don't
whatever.
care. I don't care. With inhibitions, listen, I told you, my favorite thing, okay, viewers, judge me, I don't care. If he got snot coming out his nose while I'm in the middle of giving head, that does something too. That serves a rush to me. Yes.
We're gonna circle back around now, but let me
crying.
Snot? No, like to where he like can't get it together so much that snot just kind of comes out a little bit.
Unless you're crying, you better not be snotting.
I've given head to the point of snot before.
He hit you with the
yeah. Choking. I literally have almost killed the nigga. And I was like,
my mama said head ass.
I was like, I've got to please breathe, please, because I don't want to have to call 911. Like, okay, so boom, like you're doing something right. To make a long story short,
so boom.
Yeah, when I'm calling that, I'm like 911. All right, so boom. So like when you like doing something. Anyway, operator, could you send an ambulance over here because I think he's dead. I do know CPR. You're right. Let me put you on speakerphone. I'm gonna try that. I don't know how to give you the address and do CPR at the same time. You want me? Maybe I should say this nigga. Oh yeah, I should say this nigga. Okay, listen. Could you track me? Could you? Shit, I'm gonna call somebody on through. Yeah, no, he not breathing. I'm gonna call you back if I can get him to start breathing. If I can't, I'm gonna call you back too. Just in the corner then. We can just skip all the rest of the stuff.
So
Okay?
are you giving CPR while you still sucking his dick? That's the question.
Okay, Chris, that's what you're doing? A little dick and death? Just
Little dick and death.
little dick and death?
Little dick and death.
I still need to know. Are you still sucking his dick while you giving him CPR? Like, are you reaching past your own head? Like,
You can't breathe breath into his dick. Like,
Is that a challenge?
that's what I'm saying. I feel like Chris will be like,
he said, I give you life. I'm done.
I feel like
you're doing the compressions while you still sucking his dick.
I want them.
but they gotta be hard compression, so
Ooh.
It was fucking ridiculous.
Ooh.
I'll let y'all know how that works later on. I'll let y'all know. Just
Ooh.
I'll let y'all know.
Weird.
Listen. But I may be saying, so I'm going to jail. Remember that whole remember the whole compression thing. It didn't quite turn out right.
Finish your story.
Oreo, sun chips, Kool-Aid, tuna,
Mayo.
no cheese, mayo.
Thank you.
This some other shit.
Don't worry. But go ahead, finish up because we down to 10 minutes. So
that's pretty much it. Honestly.
So
the
what
night
you
was
give us some final thoughts. Give us
We
a
want some details, bitch. I want details.
look at your
I don't
man.
need y'all details. I'm tell everybody my business in this motherfucker. All I'm saying is red met blue, we made purple, it was delicious. Thank
But did he throw it up and like boop? Okay. That's the death of hell. She
I
like,
couldn't find my underwear.
Where are my panties?
It was cold.
He gonna think I'm a hoe.
I rolled over like, where am I at?
It's under here? Like, I go!
This is not my bedroom.
What's up with that?
Okay.
All right, so last thoughts. We got 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Hit it up. Who want to go first? I'm not going first this time. I'm not going last either. So y'all pick. I went first the first time and last the last time. I'm not doing this.
Britt?
Final thoughts. I'm gonna say hooray for great sex. When outside open back up, it's gonna be pretty wild for niggas. So I'm gonna stay out the fray. I'm gonna keep this newly rejuvenated vajish to myself because I got other life goals. Like this love shit is a distraction, bro. Like that shit a distraction. I got some other shit to do. So I mean, best of luck to all y'all in the Olympics, but
she got the fucking Hermes of pussies. The vagine.
Is it possible? What's the price on that veg? You know what?
It's like a Birkin bag, bitch.
Oh, you got me a vagine! Oh my goodness! I got a vagine! So now you in the middle. Odie, you in the middle. So Odie, go.
Oh my God, I'm dead off vajish though. How do I follow that? I should have gone first.
See?
Wow. I'm gonna hit them on topics. First and foremost, don't get your clique to the point where you cannot invite the plus ones that might enhance your life. Also,
Ooh.
what are all the other points that we touched? If you black, bitch. Like, love on these black motherfuckers with your black ass. Period. You light black, you dark black, you black. Be black.
Be black as fuck.
Find out what your parameter for percentages is. Compatibility versus, the other thing.
Talk about 60-40.
Everything's Find your percentages. Live in that space. Find somebody whose percentages match yours. Live in that space. Be in love. For real. Once outside opens back up. What else? ... Smang dazzle the fuck out of yourself until outside opens back up and you can smang dazzle the fuck out of somebody else.
I'm gonna keep mine simple because I want to manifest something. Because every time we say it, something happen. I'm going to fall in love next year. I'm gonna put that out there. Just, and it might be with your daddy, or your daddy, or your daddy. Maybe one of y'all daddies.
Wow.
Anyone of y'all daddies. It's gonna be with somebody daddy. It's gonna be with somebody daddy. No.
Flag on the plate. Hold on, wait, look. Flag
Is
on the
it
plate.
you? Is it you? Is it
No,
you?
ma'am.
Is
Ma'am.
Oh, you? Oh, not the don't rush again. The don't rush. Can we
No,
do?
that's flag on the
Oh,
playlist.
oh, that's like I thought we don't rushing it. Don't rush.
Her out of the stadium. She's ejected, bitch. No.
I will be in love next year. I didn't say with who. I didn't say with what, but I'll be in love next year.
No.
Bitch, you better be specific, because you know how the fuck that'll go. You better be specific. If you want love,
I'm gonna be in love with somebody in love with me. Okay, we gonna wrap it up. We got.
You better say, because we'll be in love with
That's
Katie.
dangerous. No, what you just said, Crystal, is dangerous. We gonna have to fix that in the group chat.
Fix that in the group chat.
Well, y'all, we about to head up out of here because we got a hot couple seconds remaining. So again, I'm Chris Jones. That there is. Oh, y'all don't know where you. Okay, and over there. This nigga just. You ain't got no neck. That's Nikki Blue. Apparently, that they saying shit. We are.
Y'all can read. Come on.
I hate.
No, because my name is Young Men's on here. So
We the 3 Art Heauxs, y'all. We out
Young
this
men.
bitch. Peace.